This episode of Edible Talk Podcast is brought to you by bangers.com, where you can get all your CBD and THC needs mailed right to your front door. And also get 15% off your entire order with promo code Edible Talk.
Ooh, that's an already beat.
Y'all gonna act like y'all don't know what them edibles do.
Leave that in there though. Leave that in there.
Edibles kick it.
Episode 14, Edible Talk Podcast. Body More Big Steve, I'm in here with my man.
Yeah, Greg Bugsy, WRF Radio app. Make sure y'all get that.
Alrighty, man. We got a special guest in here, man. You know what I mean? From that Miller family, you know that famous Miller family, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of legends over there. You know what I'm saying? You know, Percy Miller, Romeo Miller, Corey Miller, Free C Murder, by the way.
Yeah.
Man, yeah. How my man? Don Miller, man. What it is, bro?
Man, what's shaking with you, bro?
Man, I'm out here, man, you know, running around.
Man,
Running around like crazy and shit, you know,
I've
man.
been peeping. I said, damn, bro, on the move.
Try to get this shit out the ground, bro. And you got a special guest in the building on your side too.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
introduce him, bro.
It's my bro, man, Wynn, man.
Yo,
We do a lot of, we write movies and shit together. Him and his partner back in the day wrote Repos for P.
Alrighty, man. And
That's fire.
that's featuring Michael Blackson, man.
Yeah.
One of the funniest African niggas you'll ever see, man.
You know what I'm saying? They wrote a couple of more scripts. Then y'all do write Hot Boys too.
yeah, we did a draft for that.
Okay.
A lot of P's on the independent joints.
Okay.
Around like
That's what's
05.
up, man. I still got Hot Boys on DVD in the house. That was the shit, man.
Yeah,
It's a fact.
But now we getting into that movie shit. We got a lot of shit we doing. About to get ready and doing 2022 on the movie side. So we just trying to stay busy. That's one thing we learned from P. Like you can't just have one hustle. You gotta have 20 hustles. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Yeah, man.
Gotta do a lot of shit out here, bro. You can't just stick to one thing.
Real shit, man. That's one thing that I learned. And you know what? I looked a lot at P, Birdman, all of them niggas because I never tried to get signed or nothing like that. I never catered to labels, always catered to the people. You know what I'm saying? And I got that from them and shit. You know, going state to state, selling shit out my truck and shit. Nigga like,
I remember that shit back in the day around the MySpace days, nigga. You sent me a box full of your
yeah, I was telling them niggas about that. Hell yeah.
That shit was
man.
like in 08 or some shit, bro. Sent me a box. I had that shit passing that
right.
shit
I
out
think
from
that
bro in
shit-
Cali.
I think that shit
That's
was
love right
the
there.
preview too. Boy, that shit was
That's love.
crazy, yo. Cause I mean, back in them days, at least in Baltimore, yo, niggas wasn't doing the type of shit. Like I think I sold like 8,000 of them bitches in my city and shit, and that's hard to do in Baltimore because niggas don't really support.
Man,
No, that's real.
If you look like you doing a little something and shit, they gonna shy away from you because they like, oh, I'm doing the same thing. Why the fuck I ain't? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like that and shit. But not the shit on my city. But it's just a lot. Niggas know what the fuck it is. Come on.
It's kind of like that anywhere, though. I feel like,
yes.
even take P, for instance, he came to Richmond, and then, like, once you championed in another area, and then I feel like, and I'm just speaking from the outside looking at it, then I feel like New Orleans had the pom-poms after that. Like, oh, yeah, that's our champ.
Yes.
But he came out west. So that's like, you can't preach to your own people. That's, you know what I mean? That's
can't,
what my
bro.
reverend told me, like, can't preach to your own people.
I don't be understanding that hate. I be like, damn, niggas should just, you know what I'm saying, get motivated by that shit, and then niggas come together and get more money.
That's real. That's real.
I don't be, you know what I'm saying, hating on nobody. I got, friends that's in the industry not as big, you know what I'm saying? I don't be hating. DeMar DeRozan in the NBA, I know all them niggas, man. I don't be hating. I'm damn, bro, I nigga signed for 150 M's. I'm
Real
like,
shit.
damn, nigga, I gotta do something with this music shit or something to get me 150 M's. Nigga, that motivated
Real
me,
shit.
son.
Exactly.
Yes, sir. That's it. That's that. That's it.
Nigga, when you see niggas success and shit, especially if you seen a nigga before the success, that should really motherfucking motivate you.
Mm-hmm.
Real shit, man. I remember, you know what I mean? I was down there with Gilly and shit before the $1 million worth of game shit blew up like that. And to see the nigga from where he was to where he at now and shit, that ain't not my motivation. Edible Talk Podcast. Fuck, I ain't gonna lie.
You gotta stay ready.
Shout out
Because it's just
to
them
Gilly.
niggas. It was just them niggas being their self, and it was entertaining to the world. So I'm like, yo, we hold these fucking edibles up in us. Let's act ass, nigga. Fuck it.
Man, I had when C was home, he had wanted to do a song with Gilly.
Yeah.
He had asked one of his people, like, Gilly, and they was like, man, give me like 3 days. He was like, all right. And I was like, man, you trying to get in touch with Gil? So I make one call to Philly. I had Gil on the phone in like 5 minutes, but see, put them niggas together. They did that shit. Gil will remember that shit.
I want to hear that motherfucker. Yeah, that shit.
I think that bitch leaked on YouTube.
It leaked on YouTube. I'm going to look at that shit
put in
up.
C
Yeah,
Murder
I wanna hear
featuring
that.
Gilly, I think. Welcome to my terror dome. Something like that. I forgot the name, but that bitch hard. That shit hard, bro.
I say Gilly was ready when his number was called. You know, he stayed down. We opened up for Gilly in D.C. one time. Cool's down to earth guy.
Yeah,
Definitely that.
He ain't had no smut on his jacket. You know what I mean? And then right when his number was called, you know, and then the plan is lined up for him. You know,
Right,
Wallow
right.
came home and the rest
everything
was
worked
history.
out.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So
It was already written for them brothers.
yes, sir. That's how I feel about the hating situation. Like, everybody gonna get their shot. It might be when you 14, you might be 41.
Right.
It might be 23, might be 32. Like, you just stay right. Like you said, with this game we in now, and it's getting so beautiful that brothers and sisters can eat well into their 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond.
Man, that's just
You know
a
what I mean?
blessing, man. You know, at first it wasn't getting like that. It was only a select few, but now
That's real.
everybody getting to it, eating. I love that shit.
I love it,
It's
man.
like, you know, that Black Power shit stepped up a notch. We stepped up some levels, you know what I'm saying? Now we just gotta stop really hating on each other and come together. Once we can stop hating on each other and come together, man, this sky's the limit, bro.
It's a wrap. We can make everybody rich like that. That's why I don't really think our people understand the law of scale for real. Like, you know what I mean? Even if you know what I mean, that might not be your favorite artist, but if everybody calling the radio, hey, let me hear bop bop, that's gonna make that man, you know what I mean? Like, we can have the power just like how they did the GameStop stock. We could do the same thing with our people. Like, oh, are you up this week? You know what I mean? You up this week, everybody champion, yo, we ready to make get 100,000 streams or something, and then just pass that light every week type of vibe. You know?
Facts.
But
Like for some reason, like, we always catch on to shit late. Like, I be seeing everybody talking about the stocks and shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, that shit been away. You know what I'm saying? Our people just not really catching on to it. That's
But
because
it's a blessing, though. It's a
Yeah.
blessing, though, because, I mean, you know, like, when you see how people evolve, it kind of look good, though. You know what I'm saying?
it is a
Right.
blessing. It is a
really
blessing.
do, because niggas, you know, like 20 years ago and shit, niggas wasn't thinking about no damn stuff.
But that's what-
shit. But
like he was saying,
it was
though,
money to
like,
be made.
gotta
you
get
know what I mean?
educated
Imagine-
and know that stuff.
Imagine how many people was eating, you know, and we just getting into it because Corona hit now. You can buy stocks right on Cash App and all that.
Yeah, it's so
So,
accessible now.
yeah.
Shit, I remember my mother used to do that shit back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But shit, you know, it wasn't through no digital shit. I don't know how the fuck she did it, but she did it. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Because
right.
it was
You had to
totally
have a broker.
different
You
back
really had to have a broker. Now you
Yeah.
can go right in here.
Yeah,
Cause
that's,
it
you know,
like,
was-
I heard about that shit back in the day from like Ben Brown P. You know what I'm saying? I heard them talking about, man, put this in the stocks, and you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I just, you know what I'm saying?
We was on a different stocks, like, you know what I mean? Like, for me, like, let me get an elbow.
Man,
Yeah, I can put a couple points on that. Like, that's how I was looking at it. And then I was under the misconception that, like, when you bought a stock, you had to buy the whole, like, say Apple stock was
Yeah, right,
$232. I thought I had to put that.
Yeah.
Not now, you can as low as whatever, $1, $10 now.
like
That's why I tell my
Bitcoin.
daughters, you own Apple now.
Like
Put
Bitcoin, you think you need like 40-something thousand
to buy one. That
Yeah.
bitch up to 62,000 now.
Like,
But
I
yeah,
know that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Shit. So if you put
Not
a stack into that shit, you know what I'm saying? You would have made a little. You know what I'm saying?
but we ain't know that though. And I'm
Yeah.
glad we know it. You know what I mean? But is that a sign though? Because you know that mean that shit could be ready to come to an end when they finally let. All right, we gonna let them eat. Cause this shit about to be ready to shut this whole shit
Now
down.
that I think about it, remember we had Black Wall Street,
That's a fact.
and then once what I'm saying, that shit happened. That
Sabotage.
shit probably kind of like faded away. From
Probably
our
hurt
people,
us.
You
That
know what
probably-
I'm saying? But now that I think about it, we had Black Wall Street.
And
bro.
then you just made me think about something I ain't even really never looked at. Like imagine all them brokers probably was getting the shit out of our people. Our people might ignorant to what's going on. You ain't have
yeah.
So imagine people probably still was all right. Let me put a couple hours in there, on Hattie or whatever. She's worked her whole life, and then you know what I'm saying. Then a broker probably ran off with her shit, and then never, you know what I mean.
Facts, man.
So
That's
damn,
crazy.
But yeah, that's crazy. We did have a Black Wall Street, man.
Yeah,
Word,
man.
Damn.
Let me ask you a question, bro. So what got you in the the whole movie business, like period? Like what got you in it with
Back in the day, school, bored. So I be back in the joint writing stories,
right?
Word.
So you just get to writing stories and just expand from that or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
That's what I be doing.
Man, let them know how you got in contact with P and shit. I think y'all was supposed to holler at Cube or something.
Yeah, they was shooting barbershop in Chicago.
Okay.
So we was trying to get in contact with him. So when we was calling the number and all that, it happened to be a dude out here who was Tim.
Tim, yeah.
Yep, he was taking P's pictures. So he was like, he started seeing some of the material, and he's like, sit tight. I'ma, he ain't let us know who it was at the time, and he was like, sit tight. And then I guess he showed him, and then it just happened.
That's what the fucking is.
it's a blessing, right? You was ready, playing this line right up for you. Boom,
Yeah.
caught the alley hoop. Yum. You know what I mean? So like, how was it on set though? You know what I mean? Like, what's some behind the scenes stuff that for people that, you know what I mean? Like some of the pros and cons. You know what I mean? To doing the film stuff. Because you always hear about the good stuff, but
Yeah.
what's some of the cons like?
Well, the first thing is putting in the work.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Because depending on what you got to write, you got to sit down. You might got to research something, and then that could take months.
Right.
You know?
Mm.
So you got to do that part. That's the part they don't see. They just see it when it's getting ready to go. Well,
Right,
you
right,
say
right.
you right.
Yeah.
You got to really sit down and do all that.
Discipline.
Yeah.
I got that shit from an Ice Cube interview, to be honest, and shit. I just didn't understand it when he said it. He said if you could write a song, you could write a movie. And I don't know, I think I ran across my first script, and then at that point, it just literally just lined up in my fucking head, and I wrote a whole script. I'm like, damn, yo, because I had something written up as an idea for a movie that we were shooting, because I got somebody else to do the first movie I was dealing with, and I had other writers and shit, but I didn't really like what they was talking about, because it was literally about me, and they was trying to tell me how to go about, nigga, like that. Oh man. Yeah, so you know what I mean.
Like I done had deals, you know what I'm saying, but them niggas wanted me to be something I'm not. Like that's why I'm just keeping an independent route, and I'm gonna put the bag up myself, me and my people. Like people don't know when you get with them labels, they try to turn you into something that you not. Like like I ain't trying to discredit nobody, but half of them dudes ain't tough. You know what I'm saying? Them labels, that's a fucking facade, man. The labels making them do that
shit
so
marketable.
It's a product, man.
Yeah, man.
Sound like
most
Young
of them dudes
Thug.
nerds. Like, not to disrespect none of them, but you know what I'm
That
saying?
shit be getting niggas fucked up out here too.
Exactly, bro.
Because you always want to run up on a nigga that think you really like that.
Exactly, bro.
You know, man.
And that's messed up that the label set niggas up to crash, man.
Real
We
shit.
was just talking about that yesterday. Like, yo, you notice a lot of people that signed to Atlantic Records end up getting booked. Look at the timeline, even back from all the way to T.I., Meek Mill, Kodak Black,
Jeezy. I mean, not Jeezy.
Gucci,
Yeah.
Cardi B, Quarter Charge. Just go down the line. Like, I ain't trying to be on conspiracy, but just look like, yo, if for some reason you go to Atlantic, it's like you gotta catch a charge. Cause then they already got you in double debt. You already owe that advance. Now we gonna front you a little more for your lawyer money. And we got you hook, line, and sinker for the rest of your career. You ain't gonna You know what I mean? Like Meek Mill said he never received a check from your record label. That's crazy. Much as that man that, you
Put it
know,
in
generated singles and that's, you know.
That go to what we said in the opening. You gotta have multiple shit.
Got to.
Real
Got to.
shit.
Or else he'd have been dead meat out here, you know what I mean?
Man, he would have been out here doing some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have been himself. He would have been out here wilding, like doing some crazy shit
Just to make it, man. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man.
So, like, you know, it's good to be independent, yo. So, as far as y'all film thing, what y'all got coming down the pipe? You know what I mean?
That you can speak on.
Man, we what's that one movie you got for me?
We can speak on it.
The one, not the one, the one you wrote for me, like.
I say it's some horror joints coming.
Horror.
Word.
Yeah, we got
know.
some.
Okay.
That's what it
And
is.
some
Hell yeah,
comedy.
That's my genres. Both of them bitches.
We
Both of them bitches really is shit. You know what I like though, yo? I like how like Mike Epps did with that what's it called? The Meet the Blacks, the second one.
Yeah.
Like I really fuck with that, like cause
That shit
I
was
need
funny.
something stupid funny, but just then you got that little, you know what I mean, that horror, edge to it and shit. I like that shit. Yeah,
Once we
I would love to do
I'm
something.
gonna
like
say that shit while we on here, so this shit gonna be out there. We got you once, you know what I'm saying? We get to that part.
Alrighty,
Film
bro.
that shit, we
All
got
right,
you,
man.
bro.
We can definitely work, man.
Yes,
That's
And-
like I love doing that music shit, but like
Yeah.
being out here in LA, seeing that movie shit, being on set with like P and going with Rome to film like different sitcoms and shit. Like I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, this shit cool. Like I moved to me and Rome, we lived in Canada in Vancouver for like 2-3 years.
Yeah.
While he was doing that Romeo show, and I'm just behind the scenes like, damn, it's a wave right here. This
Real shit, man.
damn.
That shit hit different than the music.
One, you get, you know what I'm saying, you really get it popping. You can get 20 M's of film. Like,
Right.
It's
right.
crazy.
Will them be getting 20 M's of film. You see Kevin Hart, like, you know what I'm saying, he controlling all this shit. I'm like, man, that movie shit, where it's at,
And then
bro?
there's so many platforms now, from Netflix to Hulu, Tubi, this, that, Peacock.
Everybody wants some exclusive shit, so they writing checks.
Man,
You know, man.
For bullshit movies too. So I know if you got something halfway dope on the scale, you should be out of here.
and the thing I like about the movie shit too, man, it ain't no hate really. You know what I'm saying? Like the music shit, you get a lot of hate. This nigga want to start shit with you. All that shit, that movie shit, that shit cool. Like the directors and shit, them niggas be coming together. Like,
Network.
man, let's
That's
do
what
this,
it
man. I
is,
got a
man.
project. I think need your assistance on this. Like that shit cool. I like sit back and really observe that shit. Movie shit cool, man.
That's
All
what's
that
up.
shit, man. What you got coming with the music? You sent me some tracks and shit, man. I like that. Damn, man. Hold on.
What's
I
that,
don't
the
want-
Gucci
I don't want-
Louis joint?
I don't want to get.
I like that. I like
What's
that
it called?
too.
Rolly.
Rolly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
that
I like
bitch
that
there,
joint,
man. You gotta get a
I
video
got
going for that one.
yeah, I'm about to shoot probably like 3-4 videos after the holidays, like probably January.
Okay.
I'm about to go full throttle with it. I got E Love. He just was with he was with LL. If you like know your hip hop history, E Love, LL hype man and producer. So him and my OG Rich, they like backing me and Flav.
That's
So
what
we got some shit we putting together. They about to really like push me out there and get it going, but we keeping
Gotcha.
it all independent though. Like, cause I don't want to. I mean, I don't want to sign with no majors, man. Like I say, they was trying to change me, telling me to do this and that, and just I want feeling it. Like
Right.
I'm not about to be controlled. Like I want to control. Like,
Hell yeah.
cause they don't even be knowing about this shit for real. You know what I'm saying?
They just want to eat off your merch. You come out with a dope movie, they gonna want in on that.
Man, that's what I'm saying. That's
They
why
might
I'm
have
like,
gave you 600. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you didn't gave them 60 worth of. You know what I mean?
You seen who that is? Her contract or something came out. Summer Walker the other day. She on.
Yeah, that
You
shit was
seen that?
crazy.
I said,
What happened?
She,
What,
on-
what?
Man, she getting 7 cents a fucking album and shit. And
she
It's
signed for
all
like
fucked up.
80,000 or something. Like 80,000, and like she get like 15% of her royalties or some shit, some crazy shit. I'm like, see,
Shit predatory for real. Like really, it's predatory, man. But you know what it really is? Is it's a microcosm of the whole thing. Like we were just, I think Kanye said it on the Drink Champs, like, you know, basically like the premise is we build, like, whether it's the NBA, you know what I'm saying? When none of that shit go on, if we just say fuck that shit, you know what I mean? Like, you shout the Cube, and Kanye said he part of Cube League, the inside the Big Three
I saw
joint.
that. Yeah, I saw
Big
that.
investor.
Yeah,
I saw that, man. I be seeing Kanye in Calabasas. Well, when he was out there a lot, I used to see him. I seen him at the light one time. He was in his Lambo truck. I didn't really get to like chop it up with him, but
Right.
we didn't seen each other so many times. He a wave light, but I be seeing him out there. He seemed like a cool guy. I don't think he crazy like people think.
Yeah.
But when you smart like that, I mean, you is crazy.
Frustrated genius, yeah. He a frustrated genius. Now he got like 9 billion, so he ain't got that much to be frustrated about no
Man,
more.
I
Now
was
he
laughing when he said he texted everybody in the group chat. Like, oh,
yeah, that shit had me tripping too. I'm like, yo, that was a major flex.
man.
Yo, that was one of the biggest flexes ever in hip hop history. Like,
I was like, that's hard.
that shit was hard. Yo, had a lot of key people in that chat.
Man. I was
Virgil, all yo, I'm worth more than all y'all combined. Damn.
Crazy.
Imagine you Hove and you get that shit. That shit probably irked Hove a little. You know, Hove probably,
Man.
you know what?
Earl probably working on another deal right now.
That's probably when he sold 50% of that Ace of Spades. Like, you know what? Oh, I got your ass, nigga.
Yeah, nigga. Look, he probably flipped that same day. He like,
Well, you know what I
fuck
mean?
is you talking
Unload
about?
this motherfucker half an ace real quick. Yeah.
Crazy,
I can't let Lil Bro outdo me.
Word. Word. And then I like what he said about Dame too. That was might have been my favorite part.
Oh,
Like-
the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
No, with Kanye
Kanye?
said about
Yeah,
Dame,
yeah.
like Dame ain't gotta never work again. You know what I mean? He good. I'm like, yo, that's, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people be kind of shitting on Dame,
Yeah, man.
and you know that's
Dame
good.
don't get his
put him in there.
respect.
Yeah,
He don't.
Dame put him on a what's her name and shit. Cause Jane want him to rap.
They weren't failing him.
Yeah, that was Dame. He was like, nah.
I
this
think
nigga
when I
can rap.
first heard Kanye rap was on that We Are the Champions.
I think that was the
my
first time he
friend.
rapped, Joe.
I think that was, right?
I think that was the first time he rapped.
It might have been
this
either that, but you remember Blueprint 2 came out, The Gift and the Curse. And he was on that second disc, like damn, how that song goes. Shit, I forgot. It was a Timbaland beat, but he was on it. That it was either that or the We Are the Champions. You feel me?
I
shit.
remember-
Chambers came out first though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Champ, because I remember Dame was like, nigga, my producer raps.
Yeah,
And
Chambers
Kane,
came out
Kanye, and
first.
Snap. I remember that shit.
Well, y'all niggas can't get yourself some change. You feel me? Some shit like that. Yeah, he was killing that shit, snapping. Yo, shitted on Just Blaze. All right, oh shit.
You know, Jay responded to that shit too.
I seen
He
something
did?
about on Clubhouse, but I ain't listened to it. I
You
saw
said
that,
Jay Z did?
Yeah, Jay Z responded to that part of the interview.
Did he? What'd he say?
I ain't listened to it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I ain't
man.
listened to it. I seen that shit on Vlad or some shit. I seen that.
Yo, Vlad, man, I don't know about Vlad. Yeah, would you do a Vlad interview?
Yeah.
You would?
I mean,
Do the pros outweigh the cons though? Like, you know what I mean?
Just gotta know how to speak on
Yeah.
that. Niggas
You
be,
do, but niggas
niggas
always
be
get
trying
the
to sound like
folding,
the-
yo. Like,
You try to sound like the toughest gangster and shit,
I
man.
mean,
You gotta
it's
make it
like,
work.
man, you ain't gotta answer that shit he be saying, man. If he answers some shit, nigga, it ain't like niggas sitting behind you with guns to your head. Like, nigga, answer that. You ain't gotta answer it.
niggas get right on there and
I mean, it-
spill the beans for real.
It do be looking
All the
crazy.
way.
Like, damn, this nigga just did the interview. Now he like YF and Lucci.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy, bro.
So I mean, I feel like, man, you can control what you said. Like I had seen, I think, who that was, Pee Wee the
Yeah,
long way.
yeah,
You know?
yeah, he kept it all the way, G.
Word.
I think he was like, so you started selling dope when you was 12. He like, huh? I had a job.
Right,
Yeah, that
right,
nigga
right.
funny as shit. He
I
said,
fuck with
I ain't
Long
ne-
Way, too.
I ain't never sell dope.
And so I'm like, you a Crip? I just like blue.
Niggas. Yo,
That's how you supposed to
shit
carry it.
was-
I mean, it's just like, I think niggas just be getting on there. They just start running their mouth, just you know what I'm saying, and then that shit backfire on their ass. Cause they got the hip hop division, so them niggas
They on
start
everything.
investigating that shit. Like, so what y'all think about that Fetty Wap situation?
Yeah, I mean, that shit really was sad though, to be honest. And that's like we was talking about earlier about the record labels. Like, he shouldn't have to do that, yo. This guy's like an East Coast Future to me. You know what I mean? Like, I live in PA. I'm right next to Jersey, up in that corridor, Maryland, that 95 corridor, Middle East Coast. And Fetty Wap is, you know what I mean, is a genius. He should have abundance of money, yo. All them hits that he made. He made that one album alone had like 4 or 5 hits on that joint.
Man, I think like 1 to 2 went like diamond, right?
Yeah, that's true.
There's no way he should have had to dibble and dabble in the street business.
Man, that go back to what I said, bro. You gotta have multiple. He ain't have probably no real. I don't know. I'm just saying from outside looking in. He ain't have like no real OG or nothing like, bro, put that into this. Let's open up a laundromat or some shit in the hood or something, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he
so
did.
he just went back to what he know.
Yeah.
Like, man, let me just, these little royalties, man, I'm flipping that and getting it. If he did it. I don't know if, you know what I'm
Allegedly,
saying?
right.
Allegedly. But
Yeah,
that's just
man.
crazy, like you said, go back to the labels, how they just.
Yeah, no old heads. Like you said, no Kevin Lyles, somebody at the label should have sat him down, you know what I mean? And that shit is unfortunate, man. Fetty Wap.
Man, keep your
Free
head up,
Fetty
bro.
Wap, man. And the thing I like about Joe is Joe wasn't afraid to be himself. Being from Jersey, you know, he probably got a lot of pushback, you know, being original. And that's something that y'all could probably speak on, you know what I mean? Like, far as like saying, what, you know, what y'all peoples had to go through, like, you know what I mean? People really wasn't accepting to that music, you know what I mean? But then, like, when the Ice Cream Man hit, I remember that shit like it was yesterday, you know what I mean? That shit. And it changed really like the South, like people always say Outkast. Respectfully, very talented. They had some stuff. They was a little funky. I feel like they was more palatable to the East Coast because they was like a down south tribe called Quest. Like they funky and all that. But P really kicked that shit all the way open, like for the South. Niggas need to give that respect to that man. You know what I mean? Like he kicked that shit all the way open. Album every Tuesday.
Right.
You know what I mean? Big Power doing the shit that Puffy and Russell and Jay and them was doing. You know, where Jay Prince was more laid back. Like Jay Prince was doing his thing, but it wasn't like he was more regional.
He did that shit different though, bro. Like niggas was really like he made No Limit Records a brand. Whereas though you might not even know the artist that you're buying, but nigga, that's a No Limit. You just buying it like real
Tuesday,
shit. Like yo, that shit next level.
That's what you
shit,
call
man.
really flooding the market, man.
Right.
You was flooding that bitch. Like,
Oh yeah, that shit.
So what's the family like? But so, you know, because we know what we see and stuff. But what's it like? Just regular shit like y'all at the cookouts and shit. Like what y'all be getting into on a Miller family tip?
man,
You know what I mean?
just regular shit, man. Like just shooting the shit, joking, laughing. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Cracking jokes on each other. You know what I'm saying?
Alright.
Shit like that. P asking questions like, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? What you doing? You know what I'm saying? Giving game. You know what I'm saying? It's all, whenever you around P, you gonna learn something. Like,
Word. Who was the baddest bitch you seen Silkk with? You feel me? Because he had some bad joints. Excuse pardon me, you know what I mean?
oh,
He had
man.
some bad joints back in the day, respectfully, you know what I mean?
Damn, that's crazy. Probably, Trina.
Damn, yeah, okay. Maya was a good one too, though.
Maya was
Yeah.
Maya
On a
was a good
petite
one.
joint.
Still got a crush on Maya.
But Trina, damn, I forgot about Trina. The baddest. Damn.
Trina. I remember. Damn. Fuck it. I'ma say it. That nigga Silkk was messing with Kelly and Maya,
Damn, son.
and they kind of knew
Kelly who roller?
Kelly Rowland.
Oh,
and they,
shit.
And they was, I don't know what award show was that, but they had to
he
like
deserve an award. Yeah.
they had to like present, and it was like Kelly and them had to present a award, and Maya too, and they kind of was like, "Bitch, I know what's up." Like
Tension was in the air for real. And you was young nephew, like looking at the toxicity, like this shit is toxic at the award show.
Man, Silkk, I'm gonna just say Silkk was that guy, man. I didn't seen him with the best.
Right. Sniper. He definitely deserve a sniper award. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, sure.
Word. So, when did you pick up the mic? You know what I mean? What made you, gravitate towards that yourself? Like,
Shit, I had moved with P in like '98. We first came out here, then we went back to Houston, and then I'm just seeing all this shit. But it really started like in New Orleans from like around Bout It time. Like them niggas used to come to the crib, to my mom's crib, writing their music and shit. I just used to sit there like, damn, okay. Used to hear them sing. That's when they had the tapes. Play that shit, wind it back. And I just got motivated from that. And then when I, really came out here, I kind of like, damn, I want to do that shit. And that's when P was like, man, I'm going to fly other cousins out here. I'm going to put y'all together. We going to do a little group.
Yeah.
And that's when we did the Rich Boy shit.
Yeah.
Rome, Los, D, P, other son, Versi. And that's when we did that shit. And then we went to like 106 and all that shit.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then we was supposed to do a big ass tour, and they was supposed to kick off in Baton Rouge. And then that's when Katrina hit, and that shit just
Slowed the momentum.
slowed the momentum down, because that shit was getting up there, like, and then when that shit hit, it just kind of slowed down.
How was that for you? You know what I mean? Being a New Orleans native, you know what I mean? What was it like experiencing that firsthand? You know what I mean?
Man, I'll never forget. I had woke up to go to school, and I always see P in the living room, and I'm just turning the TV on, watching TV till like our driver get there to bring us to school, and then I'm like, oh shit, P. That shit was on CNN. Then we just automatically like start calling our people. But that shit messed with me, man, because I ain't know, like, my mom, them, man, we couldn't get in contact. That shit was fucking with me. I'm like, fuck.
You want to go out there type shit.
Yeah, and then we actually had went to Houston. P, we flew out there, and then we was around the Astrodome, and P was he was out there handing thousands out to the people, bro. I had the bag. It was just me and him, bro. No security, bro. I was young with P. Like, P had me thugging young. Like,
Word.
He'll be in the YMCA playing ball, and I think nigga got into it with some niggas. P like, come to the car. P put the pistol in my pocket, say just stay close to me. Anything happen, get that bitch to me. So
Right.
he had me on point, like just young, like watching shit, just observing, like.
That's
You know what I'm
real.
saying? He had-
$500 million, yo. Still got the situation in the car. Me.
So if you pay attention, like P ain't never got caught up in nothing, never like, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Yeah.
true.
Got
That's true.
robbed on no shit. Nobody can't never say they took no tanks or nothing like that. Like
Right.
he
That's real
taught me
shit.
like how to move. Like I be tripping, or sometimes it'll just be me and P. He just be by himself. That nigga gets so much respect. I remember one time Puffy, we was in Bel Air Crest at that crib in Bel Air, and I was outside. Puffy pulled up because they had a crib next door. And he was gonna look at it. And he pulled up like 10 trucks full of security. He get out, and he was like, "Damn, P, stay right there." P can't talk to him, and he was just asking P like, you be moving around with no security and shit. He like, shit, nigga, kept it real with the streets. Nigga, they fuck with me. Like, but that nigga taught me so much, bro, how to maneuver
It's a
through
blessing
life.
right there,
So,
man. It's
that's
a
one-
blessing. You ever thought about writing a book or anything like that? That's a good pivot too.
Man, somebody talked to me about that the other day. Like, you should write a book about some shit.
Yeah,
like
just
that.
experiences. Not no tabloid or no
Yeah,
on no
hell
flogging
no.
type shit, but a real book for, you know what I mean? Like that story right there. That you know what I mean? That's like something I'd be reading on the plane. Like, yeah, we was at the court, but you know what I mean? A little more details. Like,
Yeah,
that should be fire.
I could do it. I've been considering that. I'll probably, you know what I'm saying, get a book in, because it's like Will Smith, that Fresh Prince from Bel Air shit. Like, I feel like that's me. Like, I was fresh out of New Orleans and moved to Beverly Hills. Like,
That might be a movie
Yeah,
vibe too. Like,
I'm going to school with like I'm going to school with the nigga dad who did Back to the Future and Nicolas Cage son. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm fresh from New Orleans. They want to know about where I come from and shit. And I'm going by their cribs and shit. I'm like, damn, son, that shit crazy. Like, that shit was.
But still tied in too. So it's like, did you have like survivor's remorse? You know what I mean? Having people still there that was, you know, maybe in the slums or still in a trap, and you was fortunate enough to. Did you have some guilt with that, or you know, try to reach back and bring the wrong people type of shit sometimes?
Man, they just was like, even though they was still in that situation, like some of my cousins and people, they was just happy I got out. You know what I'm saying? They was just telling me don't mess up my opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Don't get out here doing the same shit like we was doing in New Orleans, going to school, fighting and shit. Yeah. Cause like, you know what I'm saying? You know how some niggas get mad cause of they people won't really do nothing. I'm like, man, P ain't gotta give me no $1 million. That nigga brought me to Cali around all his opportunity. Like,
Right,
nigga,
right.
That's worth millions. That's worth hundreds of millions to me. Like,
he brought you to the water.
All the people I done met out here. Like Rome was going to this school called Wynn, a private school. That shit like $50,000 in tuition. And I'm on the side. That nigga at basketball practice. I'm on the side playing ball, just shooting. Nigga, swear to God, Jamie Lee Curtis walked in. Her daughter was going to school. She like, you want to play horse? I'm like, for sure. Nigga, we playing horse, nigga. I'm
Jamie Lee Curtis.
She like, if you lose, you owe me 100. I'm like, bet. P.A. just gave me a little knot for my allowance. So we shooting, nigga. I missed. She won. She like, where my money at? I put it out. She like, where you get that money from? And they told her who I was and shit. She was like, nice to meet you.
Word.
Nigga, I had P. Younger's son was playing on the younger team, and him and Denzel Washington's son was cool. Nigga went to Denzel's house for basketball practice. That shit just was amazing to me, bro. I'm like, damn, I'm from New Orleans. I'm saying, nigga, Denzel, Jamie Lee Curtis. That shit was crazy.
I got to get it. You ain't got no choice. Like you around and look, you the hoop with Jamie Lee Curtis. Like I got to bust the game wide open.
We going to Michael Jordan camp. Will Smith's sons, the Wayne's brothers' sons, we going to Brian McKnight's sons, and we all cooling like, nigga. I'm like, damn, this shit.
That's what it is, man. Shit. But shit, we gonna break it down now because the damn cameras done died away. We still got audio.
Still definitely got audio.
Hey, send me some pictures and shit. I'm gonna put a slideshow together at the end. You hear me? Yeah, but shit. Indeed, I mean, like, you got anything you want to say before we wrap up, bro?
Man, just
anything you should look out for, you know what I'm saying? Coming soon.
Look out for the I got some new singles, man. Just keep up with me on the gram at YM_THADON 504. My website, CEO Don Miller. If you want to check out the music, just put in Young Miller the Don on Apple Music and all the streaming platforms, and then shit, we about to take over this movie shit too, bro. We about to get it going.
Definitely
man.
gonna be checking for you, man.
Right.
Yo, who's your favorite artist besides your family? Your favorite No Limit artist, yo, besides the Miller clan? You know what I mean? Everybody. That's a question for everybody, real quick. You know what I mean?
Mystical.
What about you?
Okay.
Mystical, probably Snoop too.
Oh yeah, I forgot SN Double O was over there.
Yeah.
What about you? He's a New Orleans transplant for that. Like, he can probably name more New Orleans rappers than Baltimore.
Niggas was fucked up the first time I went to New Orleans and shit. How I didn't need a GPS. I'm like, all I listen to is New Orleans music. All these niggas do is talk about the streets, so I know this street was connected to this street. And like these niggas, like, how the fuck?
Damn. Aficionado. So who your favorite No Limit artist?
Man, I gotta say Soulja Slim, man.
Soulja Slim. Okay.
R.I.P. Slim, man.
Yo, I gotta say, Mac was dope. Mitch Skullduggery, you know what I mean, was fire. Which the one had the song with Pun? Was that Mr. Serve-On?
Serve-On.
Yeah. When my bro just interviewed Joe, like, fucked it with them. You know what I mean? Cain and Abel.
Yeah, Cain and Abel.
There was some talented. Mama Mia was fire on a female tip.
Oh, yeah.
I like to see her versus somebody like Gangsta Boo or something like, you know what I mean? That would be.
That'd be hard.
Yo, peace and blessings to y'all brothers, man. Like, you know what I mean? I appreciate y'all.
Oh, for sure.
Yo, welcome us over here to the West Coast. You know what I mean? It's been fire. My edible's starting to kick in a little bit. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. I just nigga get humble and shit. Yeah, man. But it's a blessing, man. I appreciate the insight y'all brothers shared, man. You know, and the motivation. That shit motivate me. Just, you know, that shit rubbing off. Like, I ain't see Kanye at the light. Yeah, man, I ain't hoop with Jamie Lee Curtis, you feel me? But that's like vicariously, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow, that's, you know what I mean?
That shit be still fucking me up, bro. When I was watching the new Halloween, I was like, damn, I played ball with Shaw.
I like Jamie Lee Curtis. Like, she not attractive on a white lady tip, but something about her, like, she like, what did she play in that one with Arnold Schwarzenegger, True Lies? Remember she was sitting in a chair, boy. They don't make white women like they used to be. Now this is about to go left. Now this where we get canceled at, yo. Respectfully, they don't. Like, come on, yo. Give me.
Hey, she welcome to come on Edible Talk anytime.
Yo, Jamie Lee, Sigourney Weaver. Come on, now. I'd have hurt Sigourney Weaver back in the day, boy. I'd have came up with that. I'd have put the alien joint on. I'd have been
ready. Hey, the edible's kicking in, nigga.
I'd have been right between her legs, just like the alien shit came out. Like, another mouth when it came out.
You said another mouth.
I'd have been right on Sigourney. Real joint, you know what I mean? Yeah. Real shit.
Yeah,
Pamela Lee, Carmen Elect. They don't make. I'm in LA. I want to see some real white women, yeah.
Everywhere, yeah.
You know what I mean? OJ wife.
Stop, man.
All right,
Stop, man. This nigga doing too much.
That was it right there. That was too far.
Yeah,
Reel it back. Yeah, my fault.
Yeah, we gonna wrap it up on that note. Before this nigga get us canceled before we start.
Yo, who's the baddest Kardashian? Courtney. I like Courtney. Come on, fellas. Baddest Kardashian, real quick.
I say Courtney.
Courtney, yeah. Kendall. What's the other one? Kendall. I like Kendall too.
We seeing them back there in Calabasas. They,
real.
Matter of fact, Courtney and Chloe live around the corner from P Crib.
For real.
They got a little spot in Calabasas. Like, if you know, it's like where everybody be. You gotta go to the grocery store. So,
yo, did Rome fuck Russell Simmons' niece, yo? I need to know, goddamn it. I'm here to turn to him. He ain't never smashed Angela, yo. Yo, he beat Angela. I don't care. I know that's your people. Come on, I know on screen chemistry when I say, come on, movie guy, right? Right, he's a real gangster, yo. What kind of movie come out? A comedy, nigga. I'm not telling you shit about my. There's gonna be jokes in there, nigga.
Right.
Whatever shit. It's gonna be a scary movie. Just check for it. Like, he's not leaking shit. Yo, was a stone cold gangster right there. Like.
The Kardashian is cool though, man. I remember one time I was coming out the grocery store. Kim was right there.
Word.
And then next thing you know, nigga, is a billion paparazzi. I'm like, come on, I'm gonna walk you to the car. Make sure you good. Walked her to the Phantom and shit. She like, thank you.
Right.
That's what
that
it
shit
is,
crazy. Next time y'all come in, we got time. We go out there, nigga.
Yeah,
Garrett, nigga, we go see.
That's love. That's nothing, man.
There's no telling who you gonna see back there because it's just one small community. But everybody cool though. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll see Ricky. I call this nigga Ricky Morris Chestnut.
I said Ricky. Oh shit!
I'm so used to calling.
Saw that nigga running up the alley one time.
Cedric the Entertainer. Everybody just be cool.
Yeah.
Everybody just be cool. Niggas don't be on that Hollywood shit. Niggas
What about this?
Cool.
Everybody fleeing LA and shit now. You been hearing that? Like a lot of stars and businesses moving.
Because of the vaccine shit.
Is it like the politics out here and the taxes and all that? Is this something, you know what I mean, y'all consider like, man, we ready to go back to New Orleans or make a move to H-Town? Or
I know a lot of people that I like know back there, like I know some niggas that like work with Amazon and shit, like big niggas, they moved to Florida and shit. Like niggas moving to like Clearwater and shit. A lot of people moving to Florida, like Tom Cruise.
It's a In-N-Out burger about to move to Florida. They getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah, Tesla moved.
Damn, you can get that around there now.
A lot of people, like a lot of celebs moving to Florida.
They tripping out here, like what is it, like the COVID shit? Like how that shit been since that shit hit?
Man, it's just not really getting back in motion. You think so? Like when that COVID shit hit, this shit was like
The whole town was shut down.
crazy, bro. Like nigga, the traffic be bad, bro. But nigga, it'll be like literally you gotta go 10 miles. It'll take you 40 minutes. Like when COVID shit hit, nigga, I'm getting
Zipping.
Getting there in about 15 minutes, bro.
Made the city look smaller and shit.
That's how I was in Baltimore. It wasn't no such thing as rush hour and shit. I'm
wasn't
like,
no
yo,
rush hour, bro.
how the fuck I'm flowing through traffic at 5 o'clock?
Man, bro, I was tripping. I'm like, damn, but it was some niggas just
That shit was cool.
niggas was tripping, going like 100 and
Yeah,
some.
niggas was zapping during that COVID shit, yo, driving
And the
crazy.
police wasn't pulling nobody.
Nobody
over.
over. Nobody
You could
over.
ride,
That's not-
niggas was riding with no tags. Niggas was riding with full tags. Yo, they ain't give a fuck.
Nigga, that was the time if you wanted to really do some shit, nigga, you could have did it. Nigga, 'cause there wasn't nobody around.
Nobody.
Nigga, I'd just go take a drive. I'm like, damn, this shit like a ghost town, bro.
And you know it was annoying when motherfuckers started coming back out and driving and shit. Like, damn, you kind of almost, and I hate to say it for real, but you like, yo, shit. I need COVID to ramp back up so these motherfuckers get out my way, man.
I
Like,
think I went to Philly one morning, yo, and I swear that shit only took me like an hour and 15 minutes. It ain't never took me, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's usually
that
like
shit
two, like a
that shit was
2 piece
clear
or
as a
something and shit,
motherfucker.
nigga. That shit was an hour and 15 minutes, yo. Straight up 95. I'm like, dang.
there's gonna be some dope ass movies about this COVID shit too. Like, I'm waiting for that. Like, in the next.
You see the ones they made before the movie? Before the
Yeah,
shit
that
happened?
shit was prophetic. It was one
That
little
don't scare the
series.
shit out of you.
Yo, that shit. It was one little mini series. I seen it was like 10 episodes. That shit was crazy. Profit, like a predictive, like what really happened type shit,
Man,
man.
they do be saying some of the movies they made is shit that be going on, the shit that's gonna
Predictive
happen,
programming, yeah. See, if I did a movie, I'd do a movie like kind of spoofing that shit though. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, turn it on his head type shit. Like, see, y'all got me thinking about some movies and shit, bro. But like, I would turn it so it'd be like a predictive, but it really not though. It's just showing you like, you know what I mean? Like, kind of making fun of all that. You know what I mean?
Alrighty, man. Look, we gonna wrap it up right there, man.
Yes, sir.
Episode 14, Edible Talk Podcast. I appreciate y'all for coming out and shit. I only rented till 10 o'clock and shit. We about to be overtime.
Shout out to pirates.com too.
Yeah,
pirates.com.
man,
Cut the
man.
check,
Hey,
man. We wanna
listen. The rest of the world, they need to do what they doing and shit. They help.
Yeah, I like
they
the
helping,
setup
They
here.
helping young motherfuckers trying, get their shit going and shit, man, and not trying to bust them over the head.
No, this is love right here. Shout out to pirates.com. We'll be over here in Inglewood area. If you can visit in LA, you need a studio.
I don't even know where we at, bro. Y'all niggas know better than me.
the LA area, shit, Crenshaw and shit, right down the street, like when Nip got hit at and shit.
Yeah.
That shit like 10 minutes away. So.
All right, rest in peace to Nip, man. We out of here.
Y'all don't know what them edibles is.
I swear I'm on my shit, I go retarded in this bitch. I swear it's all legit, she got me falling in this bitch. I'm so high, she got me flipping, got me walking with a limp.